This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, Chapter 14. Beloved, now are we the children of God. Your kingdom of God is at hand. You have already inherited everything that belongs to this kingdom. The riches, power, glory, and might of this kingdom are yours today. You do not rob others by entering into the fullness of your kingdom of joy, your kingdom of abundance. You recognize that all people belong to the same kingdom. You are merely claiming for yourself what you would that the law of good should do unto all. There is no law of human heredity imposed upon you. Evil has no history. Limitation has no past. That which is opposed to good has no future. The eternal now is forever filled with the presence of perfect life. You always have been and forever will remain a complete and perfect expression of the eternal mind, which is God, the living Spirit Almighty. Say, today I enter into the limitless variations of self-expression which the divine Spirit projects into my experience. Knowing that all experience is a play of life upon itself, the blossoming of love into self-expression, the coming forth of good into the joy of its own being, I enter into the game of living with joyful anticipation, with enthusiasm. I play the game of life well, and I enjoy it. Today I enter into my divine inheritance, shaking my thought clear from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me. I declare the freedom of my divine childship. I possess the kingdom of God in all its fullness. I look long, sincerely, and simply upon every object, every person. I wait at the doorway of my expectation until my acceptance grants me the privilege of beholding God's face forevermore. I shall not wait long, for today I expect to see God's shining presence. I expect to don this seamless robe of divine union. Today is my day. I let it live itself through me. The disciple John tells us that God is spirit, and Job said that there is a spirit in humanity and an inspiration, the understanding of which gives them freedom. Jesus, in utmost simplicity, proclaimed in the ecstasy of his illumination, I and the Father are one. What do you suppose would happen if you believed this? Not a mere intellectual concept, but a deep inward feeling and an expanding sense of its meaning. Would you not sell all that you possess for this single pearl of utmost worth, this drop of water taken from the ocean of being, this mountaintop of revelation? If the wisest person who ever lived proclaimed this truth, should not you accept it? Simply, directly, sincerely. Perhaps this seems too good to be true, and yet all nature is a living example, a continuous reminder that there is a spirit animating everything, a presence diffused, a law governing, a unity sustaining, a coordinating will binding all together, a unifying principle holding everything in place. Say, I cleanse the windows of my mind that it may become a mirror reflecting inspiration from the Most High. I do this not with strenuous effort, but through quiet contemplation, through gently reaching and affirming an inward recognition. Today I walk in the pathway of inspiration. I know exactly what to do in every situation. There is an inspiration within me which governs every act, every thought, with certainty, with conviction, and in peace. The goal that unlocks the treasure of the kingdom of good is in my hand. I unlock the doorway of my consciousness and gently open it that the divine presence may flood my whole being with light. Illume my being with its radiant glow, and direct my footsteps into the pathway of peace and joy. Every part of your body is made of pure substance. There is a spiritual body which cannot deteriorate. This spiritual body is already within you. As much of it appears as is recognized. It is the mind that makes this recognition. It is the mind that blocks or permits the emancipation of the spiritual body through the physical form. Jesus said, "Destroy this body, and I will build up another like unto it." He knew that the spiritual body is indestructible, eternal, and perfect. Seeing this perfect body instead of a diseased form, he was instantly able to heal every manner of illness. Spiritual perfection always responds to people's consciousness, but it can respond only in such a degree as they become aware. This awareness is an inward feeling of conviction and, in a sense, a mental digestion of its meaning. Your mind digests ideas just as your body digests food. Spiritual, mental, and physical laws are identical. Each produces a similar action and reaction on its own plane of being. You already have a spiritual body, but your mind is not aware of this. Therefore, the mind automatically becomes a mirror, reflecting either the inward perfection or the outward apparent imperfection. It is because this inward perfection is so insistent that you maintain a physical body, but because you are an individual with volition, you can, as it were, hang a curtain between your physical life and its spiritual cause. Spiritual realization helps to withdraw this curtain. Every statement you make about your body or belief you hold about it with deep feeling, which causes the mind to accept spirit as the substance of the body, tends to heal. Say, "I realize that there is a divine presence at the center of my being. I let this recognition flow through my entire consciousness. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in this realization. The perfect life of God is in and through me in every part of my being. As the sun dissolves the mist, so my acceptance of life dissolves all pain and discord. I am free because of the spirit of life in me is perfect. It remolds and recreates my body after the likeness of the divine pattern of body which exists in the mind of God. Even now the living spirit is flowing through me. I open wide the doorway of my consciousness to its influx. I permit this physical body to receive the living spirit in every action, function, cell, and organ. I know that my whole being manifests the life, love, peace, harmony, strength, and joy of the spirit which indwells me, which is incarnated in me, which is my entire being. I am now made vigorous and whole. I possess the vitality of the infinite. I am strong and well. The life of the spirit is my life. All of its strength is my strength. Its power is my body. Its power is my power. Its body is my body. Every breath I draw is a breath of perfection, vitalizing, upbuilding, and renewing every cell of my body. I am born of the Spirit. I am in the Spirit. I am the Spirit made manifest. Life fills all space, and Spirit animates every form. It is this Spirit in you, as you, which is the true actor in everything you do. But since you are an individual, even the Spirit cannot make the gift of life unless you accept it. Life may have given everything to you, but only that which you accept is yours to use. Life makes things out of itself through the simple and direct process of itself becoming that which it makes. This is why it is written that the word of power, of life, and of action is in your own mouth. That is, in your thought. Turning from every objective fact to the divine which is within you is turning from conditions to causes, to that realm of absolute being which, through self-knowingness, creates the forms which it projects and enters into the experience which it creates. Thus, spirit comes to self-fulfillment in everything. Everything is alive with God, saturated with divinity. There are so many who will doubt this. Only those who have believed has the proof come. Only to those who have believed has the proof come. The highest hope and aspirations of humanity have built around the lives of those few who have believed. You are one of these. You do believe. Nothing can dim your faith. Nothing can dampen your ardor. Nothing can cause you to doubt. Through the manifestation of the power that is within you, you can project any objective experience which you may legitimately desire. Be certain that you are accepting this, that you are living in joyous expectation of good, that you are accepting abundance. Be sure that you are animating your experience with the thought of plenty, that you are affirming that the divine substance is forever flowing to you as supply. Did not the wise one say, "What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that you have received them, and ye shall have them"? Say, "Today I recognize the abundance of life. I animate everything in my experience with this idea. I remember only the good. I accept only the good. I expect only the good. This is all I experience. I give thanks that this good is flowing in ever increasing volume. I say to my mind, there is good enough to go around. I do not withhold that good from myself or others, but proclaim that the spiritual substance is forever flowing to each and to all as daily supply." You should become accustomed to the thought that you are a divine being. Everything is a part of one great whole. Everything in nature is an individualization of one coordinating life, one law of being, and one presence. The mind has become so filled with that which contradicts this that even the truth has to wait our recognition. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. When you open this doorway, the divine guest will enter and sup with you. You must learn to become consciously aware of the divine presence and the divine power, the wholeness of truth, of love, of reason, and of a sound mind. Instead of dwelling on negative thoughts, cause your mind to dwell on peace and joy. Know that the power of the invisible spirit is working in and through you now, at this very moment. Lay hold of this realization with complete certainty. Say, "I know that I am a perfect being, now living under perfect conditions today. Knowing that good alone is real, I know that there is one power which acts and reacts in my experience, in my body, and in my thought. I know that good alone has power either to act or react. Everything that I do, say, or think today shall be done, said, or thought from this spiritual viewpoint. That God, who is life, is in everything. I know that this recognition establishes the law of harmony in my experience, the law of prosperity, a sense of happiness, peace, health, and joy. Today, I hold communion with this invisible presence, which people the world with the manifestations of its life, its light, and its love. I withdraw the veil that hides my real self and draw close to the Spirit in everything and in everyone. I accept everything that belongs to the Spirit. I claim everything that partakes of its nature. It has been written that Christ is your Redeemer, also that Christ is in you. You have been told that your redemption is at hand. You have been told to awake that Christ may give you light. Christ in you, the hope of your glory. You have been told to renew your mind by putting off the old person and putting on the new, the truth which is Christ in you. All of these mystical statements refer to your spiritual nature. They were written by people who had experienced the illumination of conscious childship with the infinite. Of course, all people are children of God, but only a few have completely recognized this. Only a few have prepared their minds to receive this truth with all its meaning, with all its power, majesty, and might. Now you are one of these. You have decided to live as though this were true. A deep and abiding faith has come to you. Therefore, you are fortunate among people. Not that God has favored you above others, rather you have chosen this path and you are going to walk it. Realizing that you may, in your ignorance, have been using the power of your mind negatively, not because you are evil, but because human ignorance and superstition and fear, which, to a certain degree, permeates every person's thought. You are not going to condemn yourself nor anyone else because of this. If the light has come, the thing to do is to use it, forgetting the darkness. When the day of enlightenment dawns, the night of darkness disappears. The light did not contend against this darkness, and the darkness could not contend against the light. The light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. How can darkness have power over light? Say, today I realize that my good is at hand. Today I know that my Redeemer lives in me. It is not outside that I need to go in search of it. It is not in the mountain, nor even in the temple, holy as it may be. It is within me, now, today, this very moment, in the breath I draw, in the eternal now and the everlasting here. The Spirit within me refreshes me. I am saturated with the essence of life. My body is a vehicle for its expression, my mind an instrument for its thought. Today I shall consciously commune with the Spirit, which is my spirit, with this life, which is my life, with this Christ, which is my Christ. I shall try to sense the same Spirit in everyone. I shall see it everywhere. This Thing Called You, Chapter 14 by Ernest Holmes. Or This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, Chapter 14.